Some time ago, Pam and I were vacationing in a small town. We were on one of our walks, and as we went by the lake, we noticed down one of the streets were these two probably late teenage girls who one was filming while the other was modeling and was saying different things. And as we walked by, they had taken a pause and they said, "Good evening." And we said, "Good evening, how are you all?" And the one girl says, "I'm starting a business. I'm going to be an Instagram influencer." And I was like, "Oh, that's very nice." I said, "That's great. Congratulations." Pam and I both said good luck to her, and we moved on. It was funny because we started talking about what that meant to be an Instagram influencer. And you'll see people all over, social media influencers today. And basically a social media influencer is someone who has a lot of followers on their account, and other companies and services will pay them and sponsor them, maybe sponsor a post. And so they actually make money doing this. It happens on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, mostly on Instagram and YouTube. It's amazing because the fact that you could start an account and you could influence thousands of people and influence people to buy something, it's a heady thing that you do. The problem is, especially on social media, that you can be an influencer today and you could be somebody that doesn't have any influence at all tomorrow. What went viral yesterday, everybody is vitriolic towards a couple days later. But what it shows that all of us desire to have an influence. And what's even more important to note is that all of us are influencing someone. You are influencing people. Through the words that you say, through the actions that you take, you are having an influence. It's just a question of how many people that you are influencing. And remember this, it doesn't take a lot to make a huge difference. You can influence a world with a few. That's what Jesus did. And I think because that's what he did, we also need to look at what he said about being an influence. See, today, like never before, our words and our actions matter because they are in the public eye more than ever. And the question is, what kind of influence are you being? What kind of influence are you being to your family, to your friends? What kind of influence are you being in your community? And what kind of influence are you having on social media? See, that's a whole different matter altogether, because we are even influencing people with the posts that we are making. And I have a feeling sometimes we're probably not influencing them the way that we think we are. As followers of Jesus, he's called us to have an influence. And he's got some very specific words about how you and I can be an influence in this world and influence others. And that's what we're going to be looking at this coming Sunday, August the 8th, right here at Community Bible Church in Dania Beach. We're going to be continuing the series called That's What He Said. And we're going to be talking about That's What He Said about influence. So if you're a person of influence, you want to be a person of influence, or you want to be a better influence on others in your family, in the community, and in the world, this coming Sunday is for you. We have two services at 9:45 a.m. and 11 a.m. We're located at the corner of Griffin Road and Southwest 30th Avenue, 1 mile west of I-95, 1 mile east of 441, right there on the corner. Now, because COVID cases are up right now, we are not requiring a mask. They're strongly encouraged. Facial coverings are strongly encouraged right now. We are asking you to sit with the people that you come with, but then distance yourselves from others that you do not know, so we can try to mitigate against this and still have our services in person. If you're uncomfortable with any of that, remember, we have our service online. If you haven't watched it online or you'd like to subscribe, you can do that over to our YouTube channel. The best way to get the information, though, is to send us an email to info@cbcfl.org. That's info@cbcfl.org. If you'd like to receive not only the email alerts, put in there in the email, the body of the email that you want to subscribe, and we'll get you on the list. If you'd also like to receive our text message alerts, a lot of people love that. Include your cell phone number and say, I want to be included in the text, and we'll get you on there too. But until this Sunday, make sure you're being a good influence, and we're going to talk about how we can really do it to the best of our ability and the way that God wants us to do it this coming Sunday when we look at That's What He Said, That's What Jesus Said about being an influence. We'll see you then.